little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Howie. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Running inside, it's Owens. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now here's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Owens. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Sets up the screen. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky fourth down decision coming. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Levin. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating breed.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. And the defense drags him down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Makes a catch at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but
he tries to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Hauls it in with one hand. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Reed to throw for it on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. The entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but
and the ball is free on the pitch.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Reed. Here's a heat. And as he throws, it's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. All the way back. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Here's Reed to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Right down the middle. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Release to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Levin. Dumps it off in the flats. Runs through a tackle. Caught, and he's got room. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
He'll try to do it himself. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Tight end now in motion. Running right, it's Durham. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to run, it's Berry. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to wear down this defense. A 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Here's a give to Durham. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
Woo. Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic, but great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
He might want another play. On 3rd down, here's Durham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Send the tight end in motion. Reed. Bringing the heat. Got his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Looking for room. It's Owens. Might have a chance. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Rushes on him. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Quickly complete. Stopped short of the 1st down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Makes a grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking for a man. It's Hart. They'll run the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to the ground with the running back. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Handoff, Caden Durham. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Fighting Irish in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and kick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it, gets rid of it, fires to the tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line, give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. On the ground with the counter. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Levin. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Off-play action on first down. Finds the tight end. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Running to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Hart. They're setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. There he goes. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the... And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caden Durham again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's man, that's all summer, that's all spring, just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Here's Durham one more time. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the tight end. On the move. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Texas A&M 21, LSU 16. Number 7, substitute this number.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Edwards. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hart. Got it. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Finds his tight end, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Right on the money. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is complementary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Back to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Maybe some room here. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To throw, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's a give to Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game.